Hi, my name is Judith Eagle. I am the author of The Secret Starling, The Pear Affair, and The Accidental Stowaway. And today I'm here to answer some of your questions about The Accidental Stowaway. So The Accidental Stowaway is about a girl called Patch who for her whole life has been passed from relative to relative, none of whom want her. They're all always passing her on. But Patch's life changes when she finds herself on board the steamship RMS Glorious by accident. Instead of being scared, Patch is actually quite thrilled. Here is her chance to live her life her way. But Patch is in possession of a stolen ring that might, just might, hold a clue to her past. And on board the RMS Glorious, nothing is as it seems, and no one is who they say they are. Before long, Patch and her friends, Lillian and Churro, and a dog called Sid, find themselves embroiled in a mystery that puts them in terrible danger and must be solved before the ship sails into New York. So question number 1. Why do you enjoy writing mystery stories? Is that what you read as a child? I read anything and everything as a child. Adventures, mysteries, fantasy. I pretty much worked my way through the whole of my local library. I love a book that makes me gasp out loud, that has improbable happenings and preposterous twists and happy endings. I love a happy ending. But it also has to feel real. And I want my readers to identify with my characters and how they think and feel. And I try to get all those things into my books. Question number 2. Why did you decide to set this story aboard a ship? Well, I really liked the idea of creating a whole world at sea with no escape. And there's also a fixed journey time when you're on a journey across the Atlantic in this case. So on Patch's journey, it's going to take 5 days. And I thought it would be interesting and challenging for my characters to solve that mystery within that time frame. Question number 3. When you researched it, what surprised you most about life on board a ship? So many things. I learned about the stowaways, who were treated like the celebrities of their time. Their brave escapades often featured in newspapers. I read all about the life of the stoker, the toughest men with the toughest job in the world, and how much they had to shovel, how much coal they had to shovel into the ship's boilers to keep it running. So that's 1,000 tons a day. It was back-breaking work. And I learned about the vast quantities of food that had to be bought on board. Just for the soup alone for one meal, they used 25 chickens. I loved reading about all the different living conditions in first, second, and third class. Next question. Why do you enjoy setting your books in the past? Oh, that's a good question. It's because I think history is a treasure chest full of inspiration and ideas and stories that really are true. Next question. Patch, your main character, lives for adventure. Were you the same as a child? No. I was really shy when I was a child. I think probably the most adventurous thing I did was one day when I came home, I'd forgotten my key. And so I climbed up onto the garage roof and tried to squeeze through the bathroom window, and I couldn't fit through. And then I couldn't get down from the garage, so I had to wait, sitting on top of the garage, for my dad to come home from work and rescue me with a ladder. So no, not that adventurous, but I do think that books are a great way for us to live out our dreams, have imaginary adventures, and experience things that we might not have the courage to do otherwise. So I'm going to read you a extract from the book when Patch and her friend Lillian are down in the cargo hold. So that's right at the bottom of the ship where all the luggage is kept. And they've heard something knocking, something or someone knocking. "It's coming from down there," whispered Patch. "Let's leave it," said Lillian, her eyes blinking fear behind her spectacles. "We can't," said Patch. There were handles on either side of the wooden cover. Patch took one side, and after a moment's hesitation, Lillian took the other. They heaved, and Lillian screamed again. Below the hatch, a disembodied head was resting on top of mounds and mounds of what looked like gravel or sand. The head moved a bit. 2 wild eyes swiveled in their direction. The thing's mouth opened. "What is it? What is it?" screamed Lillian, backing away. Patch stayed where she was. The thing was stuck in the sandy gravel, drowned almost. It couldn't hurt them while it was trapped like that. Its mouth opened and it gasped, its hands protruding from the sand. An empty water bottle lay by its side. "It's trying to say something," said Patch, fascinated. "About time," it managed hoarsely. Another gasp, and then the thing shook its head like a dog coming out of water, releasing the gravelly sand that clung to its hair and face so that it sprayed out in all directions, catching them and stinging their skin. "Please," it croaked, a woman's voice. "For pity's sake, dig me out."